We've had a couple of queries recently from gCADPlus users who asked the question, I'm working on a design, I develop a new symbol or two and I want to store them somewhere, but I keep losing them. I don't know the best approach to storing my new symbols where I can get at them quickly and easily. Here's an example. The symbol here has been made as a new symbol for bambusa, the bamboo. And here's another example of a new symbol here, but notice that the base point of that symbol is incorrect. So now our user wants to go ahead and make a new symbol of this type, but wants to improve it. We suggest that if you create your own subdirectory and you populate that little subdirectory with blocks and symbols and common things that you use, you can reach it via tools and set block library paths. And what we're interested in doing is the MySymbols. The path to it, or the place where it comes from, it's going to OneDrive and then Documents, gCADPlus. That's where gCADPlus was installed on this computer, but we can change that. So I've made a folder on the local disk and I call it AWLD. This is a landscape design company. They've put all of their jobs under the names they recognize in 22, 23. They popped some logos, but what they have done is created a folder called MySymbols, and there are a whole lot of blocks there within a subfolder, symbols for concept design and some symbols for final design, and that's where this bamboo has been placed. But what we can say is now change the configuration of this copy of gCADPlus so that when we look for a new symbol or one of ours, it'll go to that location. So I'll locate. The reason to have it on the local drive could be an external USB drive rather than on OneDrive, is that if you're on OneDrive, you're doing everything in the cloud, and that's dependent, of course, on your internet connection. So I prefer to do it in this way. You can always copy that MySymbols into OneDrive as a backup if you want, but I'll OK that. Now, if we say gCADPlus plants, of course, but now if we say go to the library, go to plants, and go to MySymbols, it comes immediately into this MySymbols folder, and there's the one that we want to bring in. There's one for Blanksia, Blacknifolia, Calamagrostis, and Grevillea rosanum. These have all been developed as you're working on drawings. And the one that we've just been talking about that needs some attention is Magnolia. So let's pop that one in and we'll insert it into the drawing. Now, I hope to show you that there's a difference between the new one that's been made, and we'll pop it up here for the moment. Notice when I select it, it has a base point correctly right in the middle, whereas this one here has its base point way over there. So we'll delete that one. We're a lot happier with the new one because we can just grab it and pop it down like so. So making a folder somewhere convenient to you, but I would suggest not in the cloud, but in a local drive, and group things such as your plant database file. So we could say attach a GCP file, and we can find one now because we know where everything is, we can go to the C drive in here and load one that's designed specifically for this group, and it's quite a long GCP folder, file rather. So we now have one that we can develop and it lives here, can always be found. And the same applies to other files, line type files and hatch files can all be stored. So I hope you get the drift. You've still got access, of course, to all of the gCADPlus tools, including, I keep going there, I need to go to say details. All the details are here. They come from a library. Notice the tick by them. They are in fact stored in OneDrive on this computer, and they are being backed up. So I hope that helps. Well, we hope you appreciate and use gCADPlus's ability to save that path to a MySymbols folder. The idea came from one of our Scandinavian users several years ago who suggested this would be a good thing to add to gCADPlus. So we like to get suggestions from users about improvements, and we've made lots of changes to gCADPlus over the years, but we've tried to keep the interface where things are on those drop-down menus and toolbars exactly the same. It is very frustrating when using software to get a new version and find you can't find things. So we're not going to change the interface whatsoever.